Welcome back, everybody, to our New York Jets franchise, where today we are going to begin by taking on the NFC East division leading Dallas Cowboys. That's right there. Out of the Philadelphia Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champs, who may have a bit of a Super Bowl hangover. They are 1-3 to start the year, but this game's not about them. It's about the Cowboys. It's about the Jets. We're 2-2 and in second place in our division, behind the Buffalo Bills, who are undefeated at 4-0. Nearing the end of the first quarter, Dak is going to hit CeeDee Lamb, burning Andre Cisco for a 38-yard gain. Making it goal to go just outside the end zone. Dak going with his here we go call and taking it into the end zone for his 30th rushing touchdown of his career in the NFL. And that is going to give the Cowboys a 7-0 lead. But they would not stop there. They would move the ball down the field midway through the second quarter. And Jake Ferguson is going to find the end zone, scoring Dak Prescott's 250th total career touchdown. So Dak hitting some milestones in this one as he has his Cowboys up by 2 scores in the first half. Speaking of first, this is going to be the first time that the Jets cross midfield in this one. The offense, it has been struggling mightily going up against Micah Parsons, who is still a member of the Cowboys, and this Dallas defense. Shot down the field on the move by Justin Fields, hitting Allen Lazard, a breakdown in the Dallas secondary. And Lazard has his second touchdown of the year, and he has helped us cut the lead in half. Still a little bit of time left in the first half, barely over 2 minutes. Fields on the move, under pressure from Micah Parsons, hitting Garrett Wilson. 34-yard gain on the play, as it has us in business late in the first half. Fields have an empty look. He is going to fire it to the end zone and be intercepted at the goal line. That is the 2020 first-round pick out of Oklahoma, linebacker Kenneth Murray Jr., ending the drive and keeping it 14-7, and that would end the first half. They're in 11 in the third quarter. Fields taking a shot deep right side for Arian Smith, and the rookie receiver out of Georgia is going to show off that 4.36 40-yard dash time. Getting the big play. Breece on the very next play, getting some great blocking from Allen Lazard, and Joe Tippmann makes his way into the end zone untouched for an easy score. That would tie the game up at 14, and that was Breece Hall's 4th total touchdown this season. So all tied at 14. Dak Prescott on a 3rd and 9 will take a shot for CeeDee Lamb one-on-one with Sauce Gardner. A battle between two of the best in the NFL. Sauce is going to win that battle and force a punt on 4th down. They move the ball to the 10-yard line on a 3rd and 8. Fields under heavy pressure, throwing it underneath on the move for Mason Taylor, who can't come up with it. He was well shy of the first down marker anyway. So that would lead to a field goal try here for Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker. And the 27-yarder would be good, and that would give the Jets their first lead of the game. Cowboys hoping to take that lead right back. Prescott on 3rd and goal is going to airmail it for Ferguson. Sauce Gardner with the coverage, and out comes Brandon Aubrey for a chip shot 22-yard try. His kick would go right down the middle, and the game would be all tied at 17, as we're now getting later in the fourth, about midway through it. Fields and the Jets going for it on a 4th and 3, and coming up big is Arian Smith, a rookie, making another big-time catch in this one, keeping the drive alive. Fields on 2nd down with nobody open is going to be flushed from the pocket by Micah Parsons, who has been abusing our rookie right tackle Membu, getting his 3rd sack of the day, basically killing this drive. We could get a big gain on 3rd down, but not enough for us to get a first. So Harrison Mevis kicks it through to give us the lead again. The Cowboys, they get across midfield, and that's all Brandon Aubrey needs. He runs out here for a 60-yard try and nails it to tie us up late with under a minute to go in the 4th. New York has 50 seconds to get down the field and score. Braylon Allen is going to bounce off a defender, looking like baby Derrick Henry out there. He'll rip off a 19-yard run and go to bounds at the 46. Across midfield, but not in range yet for Harrison Mevis. Fields is going to keep it on a read option. Spin by 2 Dallas defenders and put the Jets in range for the thicker kicker to attempt the game winner. The Jets, they want to help him out, though, by getting a bit closer. Fields to Wilson, and he's out of bounds at the 18. The Jets would run it, pick up a yard, and center it. So now it's up to Harrison Mevis, who missed from 47 yards against Miami for the win. Bishop 34 yards for the win against the Cowboys. His kick is up, heading right down the middle, and it will be good. The thicker kicker is going to help the Jets walk off winners 23-20 over the Dallas Cowboys, and the Jets are now 3-2 on the season. So we get a big win and are now winners of back-to-back games. The defense, they played a better game than what they had been doing. Probably the best game we've played on defense, but it still was not perfect. We had 0 sacks and 0 takeaways. So not a dominant game out of our defense, but a lot better than what we had been doing. We gave up 290 yards and 20 points. I'll take that compared to what they had been doing. The offense, they were not perfect. We were 3 of 10 on third downs and had a red zone turnover. Armand Membu got welcomed to the NFL by Micah Parsons, giving up 3 sacks. So not all great, but we had the best balance, I would say, on offense that we've had in the entire first year of this franchise. Still a lot of improving that we have to do on both sides of the ball. Jamien Sherwood, remember, had a breakout scenario. He completed his goal and is now up to star development. He's only 25, just signed that 3-year, $45 million extension this past offseason, so he's going to be around a couple more years at the very least with money that he's owed. And with him being star dev, I'm hoping that'll help him develop over these couple of years and get even better. Malachi Moore, he is going to be starting for us at free safety, but it doesn't really mean that much because we're going to have a heavy rotation at safety still. Up next, we got the Denver Broncos, who are, yes, under 500 at 2-3, but they are fresh off a win over the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. They beat them on the road 34-19. Bo Nix has had an up and down year. I guess I would call him boomer bust this season, at least so far. He went up the Eagles defense. So what is he going to do to our defense? It has not been that great this season. Oh, and yeah, it's a London game. The Jets are all-time in London, 1-2, so a shot to get back to 500 in London games. We'll see if it can beat Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos in this one. Bo Nix had a shotgun on 3rd and 10. He's got time. He'll throw over the middle and be intercepted. Jamien Sherwood getting a couple of blocks from Tony Adams. Sherwood inside the 5 and down to 3. Cortland Sutton saving the touchdown for now. It is Sherwood's second INT of the year, right after he had that breakout scenario. Awesome to see him out there making a play right away. Justin Fields has also been sort of boomer bust this season. He's got a goal to go already, handing it off to Braylon Allen, and he'll punch it in. Braylon Allen scoring his first touchdown of the year. He is 6'1", 235. Should be scoring a lot more touchdowns than what he has been so far. I mean, that's only his first. So hopefully he can get more the rest of the way this year. J.K. Dobbins, he's going to get loose and brought down by Lewis Seen. It's an emotional game for Lewis Seen. The last time he was in London playing an NFL game, he suffered a devastating leg injury against the New Orleans Saints, and it really changed the trajectory of his career. The former first-round pick back in London, hoping to stay healthy. The Jets get a win. Denver in the red zone. Nix underneath for Sutton, and he can't hang on. Azareye'h Thomas, the rookie cornerback out of FSU, breaking the pass up. Will Lutz has made 86% of his field goals in his career, and he'll have no trouble here on his 34-yarder, and it'll give Denver 3 points. During the end of the first quarter, Fields on 3rd down. Facing a blitz, is out of time, and he's going to be strip sacked. Dre Greenlaw picking it up and taking it to the 7. Jaquan McMillan, the one to knock it out. A giant miscommunication up front to pick up this blitz, and it's a disaster for the Jets. Broncos with a goal to go. Bo Nix quickly over the middle to Tyler Boyd. The go-to man for the Denver pass offense this year has his 6th receiving touchdown already. And that is going to give Denver a 3-point lead. Breece Hall running up the middle on 1st and 10, fighting his way to the 47 for a gain of 9. At midfield, New York hoping to get this lead back. Fields off the fake. He's going to leave the pocket and run. He's got a first down. Oh, he's going to be hit on the sideline by Dre Greenlaw. A vicious hit by the ex-49er. Braylon Allen running up the middle, throwing off a defender, fighting off another. And he'll go down to 16. So New York moving the ball down the field quickly. Fields leaving the pocket. He's got room to run, and he'll take it in. into the end zone. Justin Fields scoring his 10th total touchdown this season, and the Jets are back on top. Denver already at the 44. Bo Nix is going to keep it on the read option. He's going to show that he can run as well. Sliding on down at the 36. Now at the 32 on third down. Nix is going to look to run again, and he'll get another first down. Not sliding, fighting inside the 10. He's up to 68 yards on 4 runs, and he has it goal to go. Off a play action fake, he'll throw to the end zone to his fullback, Michael Burton, and it'll be another Denver touchdown. So the Broncos, they are scoring on our defense, having no trouble against them. Thought maybe we had turned a corner for a second with the way that we played against the Cowboys, but that does not seem to be the case. At least in the early going, it's still the first half. Jets cross midfield, down to 1 timeout. Fields to Garrett Wilson, and he is going to go down at the 30. As New York is going to have to go hurry up. Time ticking off the clock. Under 30 seconds to go. Fields to Mason Taylor, the rookie tight end. Up to the 8, making it goal to go. Now 10 seconds remaining in the half. Fields exiting the pocket again, and he's going to take off towards the end zone, running it in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And the Jets are going to steal the lead at halftime. 38 combined points between these two teams in the first half, so a high-scoring game going on in the first half. We'll see if that keeps up into the second half. There's a gain of 9 for Breece Hall. Out of shotgun on first down. Breece Hall right side, surrounded and escaping, throwing everybody to the ground. Hall is going to turn on the Jets and go. What did he just do? That was shades of the Beastquake run by Marshawn Lynch. I know Marshawn Lynch broke 4 tackles downfield, but Breece Hall with no momentum just pulled a Houdini act, breaking 3 tackles, and then he had the speed, of course, to go all the way. The Jets on top by 2 scores in the third. Bo Nix with a beautiful ball downfield from Tyler Boyd, and Denver has the ball across the 50 at the 48 now of New York after a loss of 2 on first down. Next to Adam Trotman. He'll break a tackle. Zaire Thomas cleaning things up at the New York 28-yard line. 3 tight ends on the field on second down. It'll be a run behind him, and R.J. Harvey, he'll score easily. A rookie running back out of UCF with his 2nd touchdown of his career. And Denver, they make it a 1-score game again. They'll go for 2, hoping to make it a 3-point game. J.K. Dobbins met short of the end zone, and he will not get in. Jermaine Johnson the 2nd. Quincy Williams, they team up to keep this a 28-23 lead for the Jets in the third. Braylon Allen on 3rd and 1. He'll run for a first down. I know Breece Hall had that awesome run. Let's not forget about Braylon Allen. Talented running back in his own right. Fields on 3rd down, rolling backwards, and he's able to break contain. Plenty of room in front of him. He'll run for a first down. Get a block from Garrett Wilson, and Fields, he might score. He will. What is going on here in London? Another crazy touchdown run by the Jets. Justin Fields pulling a Houdini act of his own. Should have been a sack and a drive ender, but he's able to just outrun everybody, getting 1 block here from Garrett Wilson. Fields just is so talented. You cannot teach running plays like that out of your quarterback. That is why he's still getting chances in the NFL and has had some success here in New York early in the season. J.K. Dobbins breaking a tackle and getting the first down across midfield. He chucked off Quincy Williams, who's struggling out there to make tackles. Nix firing over the head of Quincy Williams, and it's caught by Evan Ingram, who's going to put Denver back in the red zone. So Denver, they're not giving up, putting up a great fight. Despite getting up some long touchdown runs. Dobbins on his screen is tackled by Sauce Gardner at the 6. It's going to be goal to go for the Broncos. Here in the end of the third quarter, Nix is going to throw over the middle, and his pass is batted down at the line by Leonard Taylor III. A great play by him because Denver, for whatever reason, they're going to kick a field goal on 4th down. And that means this is going to stay a 2-score game. Even after the field goal is made, it is a 9-point lead for the Jets. Breece Hall up the middle as we are now in the 4th quarter. They'll go down a yard short of a first down. and remain the back on 3rd and 1. Fields out the back of his own lineman is going to be intercepted. Just crazy plays happening all over the place here in London. Nick Bonito getting the INT. Will the lunacy continue in London? Let's find out. J.K. Dobbins going the wrong way, and they will not give him forward progress. That is rough on his stat line. He'll end up losing 8 yards. Bo Nix, who are you going to look for on 3rd and long, needing a big play. He'll look for Cortland Sutton down the field, and it's a great decision. Sutton going up and bringing that one in. They get it goal to go. At the 3 on 3rd down, Nix on the move to the end zone for Marvin Mims. And he cannot reel it in. He got popped by Sauce Gardner. So Will Lutz on for another field goal attempt. And number 3 is going to put 3 more points on the board for Denver, as we have a 1-score game in what has been a wacky game in London. Breece running and fighting to the 46. The Jets would probably just lean on their ground game as they have done all game long. It has been awesome to see the way they've run the ball in this one. Braylon Allen turning the corner, going down across midfield. Patrick Surtain, best cornerback in the NFL, I would say. He's shaken up. Could be a big loss for Denver, but doesn't really change the game plan much for New York. It looks like they're going to run on 2nd and long and lose a yard. A former Jet making the play in John Franklin Myers. A quarterback run on 3rd and 12. A really careful play call, and that is not going to work out for New York. They'll have to punt the ball away, giving Denver a chance to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Bo Nix to Cortland Sutton. And that is another big play for Denver. That duo has really caused us a lot of problems. Zaire Thomas giving up a couple of catches to him. Dobbins making a man miss, and he's going to struggle his way to midfield for a gain of 6. Starting to get late, about down to the 2-minute warning. Nix to Boyd on 3rd and 4, and that will be a chain moving 1st down for the Denver Broncos. Now we are down to the 2-minute warning. Both teams still have all their timeouts. Dobbins breaking a tackle. It's going to be cleaned up by Malachi Moore. J.K. Dobbins has not had a great game, besides one great run. He's got 20 carries for just 39 yards. Marvin Mims taking a big hit from Malachi Moore, but that is another Denver 1st down. On 3rd and 5, the Broncos will go with a screen to Dobbins. Hunter Taylor and Quinnen Williams unable to bring down Dobbins in bounds, but at least they are able to knock him out of bounds. 4th and 6 here. Denver has to go for it. Game pretty much on the line. And Nix is going to run for a 1st down. A letdown by the New York defense. Denver using their 2nd timeout of the 2nd half. So here the Broncos are with the ball inside the 10, needing a touchdown, and they got one. It is a touchdown for their tight end, Evan Ingram, and Denver has a 1-point lead with under a minute to go in the 4th. Good news for New York. They have had some practice with this situation the last 2 games, needing to drive down the field to get in the field goal range, and they've gotten in the range both times. Can they do it a 3rd time in a row, though? 3rd and 4 here. Fields is going to check it down to Breece. He's going to break a tackle, get a 1st down, and go down at the 45. New York is going to hurry things up, saving a timeout. Fields to his left for Allen Lazard on a slant route. He liked the catch, and the Jets are going to use a timeout with 17 seconds to go. So you need a big play here. Starting to run out of time. Fields stepping up with room to run. He'll get a block from Allen Lazard and dive on down at the 23. So Fields, he does his job. What about Harrison Mevis? Is he going to be able to make another field goal for the win? He's 1 for 2 in this situation in his career in the NFL. Make him 2 for 3 as the Jets walk off winners in a wacky game in London. They take it from the Denver Broncos 38-36, and now are 2 games above 500 on the year. The Broncos trampled our defense, putting up 420 total yards. They were averaging 4.7 yards per run, even with a running back that was struggling. They were averaging 7.6 yards per pass. And again, as a defense, we had no sacks. It was just another miserable day for our defense out there, as has been the usual, unfortunately, this season. The offense produced They put up 297 yards on the ground, averaging 8.3 yards per carry. Sure, we only had 99 passing yards, but who cares if Hall, Fields, and Allen are all running like they did, and their offensive line is kicking ass like they did? Then let's just run the ball more often than not. I will not be showing every single upgrade for our players in this series, just the important ones mostly. Olu Fashanu, hopefully a franchise left tackle for us, getting a little better. Joe Tippmann, only one more year on his rookie deal after this year. How much money is he going to want on his second contract in the NFL? Guess we'll see. Speaking of second contracts, Elijah Vera Tucker, he is asking for $17.5 million per year. If he stays healthy, I'm leaning towards giving him the deal. He's been good. Armand Membu got his welcome to the NFL moment, next to Micah Parsons, who had 3 sacks when lined up against Membu in the game against Dallas. Outside of that game, he's been rock solid. Breece Hall, in the last 3 games, he has 355 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns on 51 carries. He is averaging 7 yards per run and has been awesome. Mason Taylor has been one of our focus players this season. He began the year at a 72 overall and is now up to a 75, so he's getting better and better. Arian Smith showed he's capable of taking the top off a defense when he did it against Dallas. He will still be wide receiver 3 for now, behind Garrett Wilson and Allen Lazard. Jamie Sherwood makes a splash play here and there, but I was still looking for some more consistency out of him, especially in pass coverage. But he gets through to his block shedding, so getting better at run defense instead. Azaria Thomas, his lack of speed really hurts him. He only has 86 speed. I'm hoping to get it up through upgrades, but I don't know if it's going to be happening, at least not that much if it does at all. Sauce Gardner has easily been our best defensive back, and he's going to get 3 to his play rec, getting that up to a 98. How about a draft story? Linebacker Brad Simmons made the play of the weekend, at least in college, because we all know he didn't outdo Breece Hall's awesome touchdown run. Simmons is 6'3", 243, 23 years old, out of Texas, projected to go in the first or second round. His physicals are all good, and we know that he's got a play rec. That's awesome. But, I don't know if we're going to take a linebacker that early in the draft. Despite me saying that, Mock Draft 1 has us taking a linebacker in the first round in Jalen Staley, who is very similar to Brad Simmons, 6'3", 240, 23 years old. He's out of LSU. Physicals are all fine. Skill set wise, we don't really know much about him. You can't trust B-man and B-zone on a linebacker in Madden on their draft cards, so we don't really know much about him. As a whole, Mock Draft 1 has 4 quarterbacks projected to go, 1 wide receiver, 5 defensive tackles, 4 cornerbacks, 11 offensive tackles, 1 edge rusher, 4 linebackers, a center, and a tight end. It is still early in the mock draft process, so I'm sure why this is going to end up changing. It's official. The Eagles, they have a Super Bowl hangover, a problem, and they have to hit the panic button. They're 1-5 after a loss to the Giants, 17-14. The Rams are not having any issues. They stormed into Baltimore and were able to shock the Ravens, winning 35-28. Both teams are 4-2 after that one. Speaking of shocking, the shock of the NFL this year, the Carolina Panthers, they defeat the Dallas Cowboys 24-14 and are 6-0. One of just 2 remaining unbeaten teams. The other, the Buffalo Bills, because of course they are. Back to the Panthers, though, we have to play them in our next game. Our defensive coordinator, Stephen Meyer, he is not worried at all about them being undefeated. He'll give our defensive backs a +5 boost to their zone coverage, and we have a goal to get 2 INTs and hopefully win the game. We'll see if we can get that done. Bryce Young has only thrown 2 picks all year long. Seems like he has turned the corner and is starting to become one of those quarterbacks you don't want to play. Now, the Panthers have not played any elite teams so far this season, in my opinion. Should be a good test for them, good test for us. We'll see which of these 2 teams comes out on top in what should be a good game. That's going to be it for this one. If you guys like this episode, let me know down below in the comments section and do all that other stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.